Have you ever looked at a team with talent, resources, and opportunity and still watched them fall short? Not because they lacked ability, but because they were unwilling to pay the price to win. My point is, potential is free. Progress is not. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Living the Laws with Larry Law Sr. This is another edition of Wednesday Wisdom Live. Whether you're joining us live or watching the replay, I'm glad you're here for your midweek reset, a place where leaders like you come to recharge, refocus, and rise in your leadership journey. In today's video, we'll dive into the law of the price tag. But before we proceed, I would like to ask, if you're serious about growing as a leader, take our free leadership assessment. Type the word leadership in the comment section below, and we'll send you the link to discover your strengths, growth areas, and leadership style. Go ahead and try the Laws Leadership Assessment today. It's on demand. Now, let's get started. The law of the price tag. John Maxwell states that the team fails to reach its potential when it failed to pay the price. Leadership is about desire. Teamwork is not about intention. Winning is not about talent alone. Every level of success has a cost, and someone always pays it. The question is not whether there's a price. The question is who's willing to pay. And who's willing to pay how long? For how long? I will share 4 fixed costs of price tag. The first fixed cost is the price must be paid by everyone. One of the greatest myths in teamwork is that a strong performer can carry everyone. They can't carry everyone else. If everyone doesn't pay the price to win, then everyone will eventually pay the price by losing. You cannot coast your way to victory. On a winning team, you cannot consume the benefits of teamwork without contributing to the burden of teamwork. In the early 80s, I served in the 18th Airborne Corps. And on Friday mornings, periodically, the unit would run. We called it a fun run. Now, let me be clear. Those runs were not always fun. We ran a minimum of about 4 miles, and depending on the leadership, the distance sometimes doubled. We would asking for everyone to pay the cost. If one soldier fell out of uniform or fell out of formation, the entire unit doubled back and picked them up. We left no one behind. Why? Because we all started together, so we all finished together. One team, one fight. We all paid the price. Those tough runs and recovering our own taught us all we needed to know about cost and shared responsibility. Everyone paid the price. And that mindset, that's what makes teams win. And that's the fulfillment of the price tag. When everyone contributes and pay the price together, the team earns the right to win together. High performers don't burn out because of hard work. They burn out because of unequal sacrifice. Winning teams demand shared responsibilities because paying the price isn't a moment, it's a mindset. And that brings us to the second truth of this law. Number 2, the price must be paid by all the time. Some people believe leadership has a finish line, that once you achieve a certain title, status, or result, you can stop. Just stop growing. That mindset is dangerous. Effective leaders never stop paying the price. In the military, promotions didn't mean less discipline. It meant higher standards. As a leader, you don't get to coast. As you advance in the ranks, you train harder, study more, mentor deeper, and model excellence longer. Leadership isn't something that you turn on when it's convenient. It's something you live constantly. Teams lose momentum when leaders stop growing, because when the leader stagnates, the team follows. Rule number 3, isn't that the price increases as the team improves? Here's another hard truth. Success doesn't get cheaper. It gets more expensive. Getting to the top is hard. Stand there is harder. World-class sprinters don't improve by seconds, they improve by hundredths of a second. That requires more discipline, more sacrifice, more intentionality. In nonprofit work, that first 1,000 families we serve, it was hard, but serving 20,000, that requires systems, accountability, staff development, and constantly adapting to change. Growth demands refinement, and refinement is raw effort. The better you get, the more precision is required. Number 4, the price never decreases. Most people don't quit at the bottom of the mountain. They quit halfway up. They assume success will eventually get easier. It doesn't. The law of the price tag teaches us that there are 2 types of teams that fail to pay the price. Those who don't know the cost, and those who they know the cost, but refuse to pay it. And when teams refuse to pay the price of success, they end up paying a far higher price for failure. Division, distrust, and disengagement. I would also like to leave you with 4 non-negotiables that must be paid. Number 1 is sacrifice. There's no success without sacrifice. At some point, you will be asked to give more than you plan. More time, more energy, more humility. In the military, mission required personal sacrifice, sometimes comfort, convenience, sometimes safety. The same is true in leadership. Teams don't rise on talent alone. They rise on the sweat equity of committed people. Number 2, time commitment. Teamwork costs time, and team is life. Trust doesn't form instantly. Alignment takes effort. Every great team admires has to be paid. Cohesion has shared time. There's no shortcuts. Personal development. Your team will only rise as high as you rise. Today's ability is not enough for tomorrow's challenges. Leadership experts say it best. We cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Growth is not optional. It is the price of admission. And the 4th non-negotiable is unselflessness. Teams fail when individuals ask, what's in it for me? Winning teams ask, what's best for the mission? In the Army, the mission always came first. In nonprofit leadership, the client comes first. Selfish leaders collect followers. Selfless leaders build teams. On the chessboard, every strong position has a cost. You don't gain control of the center without committing pawns. You don't launch an attack without exposing something. You don't win without calculated sacrifice. Great players understand this. Every move has a price tag. Sometimes you give up material to gain position. Sometimes you sacrifice comfort to gain control. Leadership works the same way. If you want influence, you pay for it with discipline. If you want trust, you pay with consistency. And if you want victory, you pay with sacrifice. There's no free square on the board. As we come to a close, here's the question. Are you willing to pay the price for potential demands? And just as important is your team. Because the price tag for failure is far greater than the price tag for success. Until next time, stay wise, stay disciplined, and remember, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Keep living the laws. I'm Larry Laws Sr. reminding you to think before you move and to make your next move your best move.